Alright, number 2 wants us to solve this algebraically. We're given the expression, we want to know where is it less than 0. This time we do not have equality, so we're going to use parentheses for our endpoints. And what we're going to do, I'm going to write this down first. And then x plus 7. Alright, we're going to set each of these linear factors equal to 0. So if I set this equal to 0, so that is x minus 4 equals 0, and I solve, we get x equals 4. So this is one of my critical values, and then I get x minus 7 equals 0, x plus 7 equals 0, x equals negative 7. So be careful with those signs. Alright, so I'm going to make a number line now. These zeros are my critical points, so negative 7 over here, and then 4 on the right side. And we have to test numbers on these intervals. So this means we're going all the way to negative infinity. This is going all the way to positive infinity. A number to the left of negative 7 that might be easy to plug in, let's say negative 10. And between negative 7 and 4, we're going to use 0. You get to pick whatever number you want. 0 or 1 would probably be best, easy to work with. And then to the right of 4, let's just use 5. We're going to plug each of these numbers into our expression one at a time and find the sign, whether it be positive or negative. Alright, so we don't actually need the number, so I'm not going to solve it all the way, but I'm just going to figure out the sign. So I'm going to write this first one. Negative, I'm using 10 for x, negative 10 minus 4, and that's squared, and then we have negative 10 plus 7. Alright, this is negative, but when you square it, it becomes positive. Alright, so I got a positive number times this will be a negative number, and that's going to give you a negative overall. It doesn't matter what the number is, we just need to know the sign. It is negative on this first interval. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with 0. So I plug a 0 minus 4 squared, and then 0 plus 7. Alright, this is negative, but when you square it, it becomes positive. And then that's positive. Positive times a positive is positive. So the middle section is positive. And then the last section, we're going to put a 5. So 5 minus 4 squared, 5 plus 7. Alright, this number is positive. You square it, it's still positive. That's positive, so positive times a positive is positive. Alright, so we get, so what this tells us is that the graph is below the x-axis until we get to 7, and then it's above and it's above. That's what the positive and negative mean. Alright. So we're doing it from the equation instead of the graph. Alright, so the first section is from negative infinity up to 7. That's my range. So negative infinity up to 7. Negative 7, that is. Let me be careful. Negative 7. The next one is from negative 7 to 4. So I'm using these intervals. So I have my critical values. So negative infinity, the endpoint, negative 7, and then negative 7 pick back up to 4, and then 4 to infinity. You use those endpoints, those critical values. That's what you're using. Alright, and then the last one would be 4 up to positive infinity. Alright, and then each of these we're going to put the signs. This was negative, this was positive, this was positive. Alright, and now it wants to know what is the solution. So we want to know which interval was below 0, which one was negative. That was the first one. So negative infinity up to negative 7. That was the one that gave us negative. Negative infinity infinity up to negative 7.